Okay, so you have 4 grandchildren. You've got Christopher and Jason, and then Lynn, and then finally Catherine was born. So tell me a little bit about those 4 children growing up.
Okay, well, I'll tell you about Catherine and her sense of humor. She kept the family in stitches all the time. The first thing I remember is about the stickers. She was putting stickers on the coffee table, and her mother was in the kitchen, and the kitchen is open to the family room. She says, Catherine, don't put stickers on the furniture. Catherine said, okay. And they went about their business again, and Catherine put the stickers on a lamp. And Gail told her, she said, I told you not to put stickers on the furniture, Catherine. Catherine says, Mom, what's furniture? She was old enough for the stickers, but not knowing what some of the vocabulary.
She was trying to please her mother, but she didn't know what furniture was.
Yeah. And what was the next one? She was in kindergarten, but she was the youngest one in kindergarten because of the way her birthday falls into school. Take them. So she came home from kindergarten, and her mother said, Catherine, don't go in the backyard because Jose has put stair manure all over the grass up there, and I don't want you tracking it in. Jose was their gardener. Well, Catherine, that was all right. She wouldn't go in the backyard, but she climbed up on the sofa that's in front of big windows to the backyard, got on her knees and looked out the window. And at first she had asked her mother, what's stair manure? So Catherine told her it's cow poop.
Her mom told Catherine.
Her mom told her. It was cow poop. So she looked out the back window and she says, Mom, how many cows did Jose have to bring to put all that cow poop on the lawn? And another story about her that still makes me laugh, but I wasn't there to witness it. Catherine had wanted to get out of her crib and get a big bed. So then they put a bed in the bedroom that was the nursery, and she could sleep in the big bed in there. In the middle of the night, Gail heard somebody calling, Mama, Mama. And she thought, well, that must be Catherine. So she got up, and of course it was dark in the bedroom. She was feeling for the light switch and couldn't find the light switch in the dark. So she started trying to find Catherine, and she kept feeling in the bed, and there was no Catherine in the bed. And she kept feeling, and Catherine kept yelling, calling Mom on. So Gail says, where are you, Catherine? And Catherine says, I don't know. And here she had fallen out of bed, and she was underneath the bed, and so the covers fell to the floor, and Gail couldn't see her, but she didn't know where she was in the middle of the night. So Gail's got a lot more stories about her. And she has that sense of humor to this day. It's sort of the stave sheets, I think. My brother always had a great sense of humor. And people tell me I have a good sense of humor. So I think it's been passed on in Catherine. She's still, now that she's in her late 20s, anything you ask her to say to her, why, she always has a cute remark. So, and in the growing up years, why, Christoper was headed in high school, when he was in high school, was headed for the military because he was in ROTC. And before that, why, Marcia had taken over one bit of their education. And by that time, his mother and father were divorced. And Christoper was with his dad. And so he had another girlfriend then. And her little boy wasn't it, that was with Christoper, was living with Ralph. And so Marcia had arranged for them to go to summer school, and she picked them up and took them home every day to...
This is when Christoper was 5 years old.
Oh, he was just...
In kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
And she took him to school every day, but they...
That's a funny story about Christoper when he was in kindergarten. He fell in love with one of the little girls there. And the little girl's mother was a teacher in summer school there. And we had to work hard to keep Christoper and this little girl apart because they kept climbing underneath the desk and kissing. He was a lover right from the start.
Well, he has maintained that, I guess.
Remember the story about Christoper and Jason when Jason was running all around when you were trying to read the story to Christoper?
No, I don't.
No? Christoper said to you, he just exasperates me. He said to Christoper, what does exasperate mean to you? He said, I don't know, but he exasperates me.
They were a pretty cute pair. They were like a couple of puppies. They would hit each other and roll on the floor and wrestle, but they were always very good.